other 41. Crazy, crazy. Okay, so this color is called Cherry, and I like to mess with what's on the lid. When there's extra on the lid like that, I just grab it from there. So I'm going to take this baby wipe, fold this card a little bit more since I flipped it around, and I'm going to take a baby wipe, and we're just going to play. We're going to play a little bit in the craft room, so come on in and play with me in the craft room. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to grab some of this on my baby wipe. Okay, just like this. And now I have it kind of loaded. You know, this is my tool. I'm loading it. And I'm just going to kind of smear it on here, like with a little background. Because I want just a little background color behind my transfer design that I'm going to put on here. Okay. I'm just getting the kind of desired look I want. And I just kind of want it to be, I don't want it to be uniform. I want it to be perfect. I want it to kind of look messy like that. Okay. So that's all I wanted for that. Oh, I actually did pretty good. Oh, my finger's red. But I actually did pretty good. It didn't seep through. Go ahead and do it. Wipe that off. So I might not need a second one. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. We're going to do a couple. Oh, I spoke too soon because I'm definitely getting it everywhere. That's the only reason I don't like working with red is because a lot of times, you guys, I end up a hot mess because I don't know why red seems to be more messy to me, but it's just chalk paste so I can wipe it right off. But it seems more messy to me than any other color. I don't know why. All right, so that's Cherry. That color was Cherry. I'm gonna move that one out of the way. Okay, I've pulled several colors down here for me to work with today. So I'm gonna set that one aside. And actually, I'm gonna move the envelopes. I could even chalk on the envelopes. I don't know if we'll get that far or not, but I could chalk on the envelopes as well if I wanted to. Hey there, Jeannie. Jeannie from Clifton's Crafty Casas coming up after me. All right, and you might say, Susan, why are you flipping it inside out if you've got the, oh, look, I got it right on there. If you've got the, hopefully that won't show up when I must have had it on my nail still. Why are you doing that when you've got the coated paper right there and you just said that you were going to put a design on it? Well, because I'm also going to put something on the inside and that's already going to be coated. And if I am using chalk paste on the outside, I'm going to have to put a layer of wax over it anyway, which is what you would do if you were using regular paper. You have to put a little layer of wax on it before you use your transfers because if not, your sticker part of your transfer stencil could pull up the paper. Okay. Thanks for sprinkling too, guys. Hey, Barb. Thank you, gals. Thank you, gals. I hope everyone's having a great day. You are fine. I do the same thing. I do the same thing. And then when I'm almost about ready, or if I'm in here at the desk getting ready, Jeannie's like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get ready. She's up next after me. I understand. I will put it on while I'm trying to get ready. So if I'm at the craft desk, if not, I don't usually because I'm running around. But today I was able to get my act together a little bit better. So hooray, because I didn't try to get into something else beforehand. Are you guys guilty of that too? I am very guilty of, oh, I can go ahead and do this real quick because I have 2 hours. And then I end up getting tied into it. So I'm glad I'm not. Barb, I hope you're having a great day, my friend. Okay, so I am going to take a paintbrush for this one. Just looking. I don't need anything like super duper big. Which one of these paintbrushes do I want to use? Which one? I have some Chocateur ones here, and I'm like, they're not the right size. We're just going to grab this old guy. I don't care. He's fine. All right, so for the next one, I'm trying to think, because I have a couple different designs that we're going to do. 1, 2, 3 different designs that we're going to do, and I'm trying to think how I want it to look in the background. So I might, with this one, use Superstitious. This was one of our color of the months. Yeah, I know. I always try to squeeze in one more thing too. And then I'm like, scrambling, rushing. Okay, so this color, is that not fabulous? That was our color of the month back in September. Perfect month. That's my birthday month. This color is gorgeous. I know you're loving this, Barb. I know my friend Barb loves purple. Okay, I am going to use the, from the lid again, I'm going to spray some distilled water. That's what I keep in this container is always distilled water because when I'm working with my chalk paste, I want only, or even paint, if I'm adding water to paint, only distilled water so that we don't have any fungi growing in there because, you know, tap water is going to have fungi in it or it's going to help create an environment for fungi. We don't want to do that. So we get the distilled water. So I'm just going to try to grab it from here, from the lid. And we're going to do the same concept we just did with the baby wipe. I showed you with the baby wipe. You can do that on wood. You can do that on anything like paper or wood, probably even metal, and use your baby wipe like as a way to stain something without using real stain. Oh my gosh, that color is fabulous, y'all. I love that color. I need more things in my life in that color. I need more clothing. I need clothing in that color. I need to just take this with me, put it on my hand, let it live on there, and go shopping. That's what I should do. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry, I can't help it. I just love it. Okay, so this is definitely going to look different. Oh, I need more water. It's going to look different because, you know, I'm using a paintbrush. So it's going to be a different consistency. I'm going to see some different strokes that I might not have seen, things I wouldn't have seen with my baby wipe. But Yeah, so today is a busy day in my business because it's not because it's the first, because usually on the first of the month, that's a very busy day for me, always, because we have so many new launches. But we actually today, they added more items into our warehouse sale. We were already having like a 50% off warehouse sale, and now they've added some more. So some items are even 70% off. And then they also, for my club members who are already in my Club Couture, there's an added bonus in there for them. And on top of that, and that 50% off sale only goes till tomorrow. So like the transfers that I'm going to be showing you today, if they're still available, they're going to be, I did include a link that you can check it out. I might have to grab a little bit out of the jar. I'm running out. This is a good way to clean the lid of your jar, the lids of your jars though. Because, trying to get a hold of it, guys. Because if they're still available, they will be. And I did include a link that you can click on with this video if you want to check out the 50% off sale. There's spring items. We had some more items, I think five more items released today from our spring catalog. So there's that. So I did place an order today, so I'll be getting in a few things. They're not your typical spring things you're going to be thinking of. They're not going to be, I didn't order Easter bunnies and stuff like that, you guys. I have a ton of Easter bunny stuff and spring related stuff. They're a little bit different. Something I have never gotten from them, but it's a look I love. That reminds me of a brand. When I do those projects, I'll tell you the brand that I buy things from and love things from that remind me of this. So I'm just painting this whole area, okay? And I'm going to let that set aside and dry. Okay, so we've got two different color schemes we're working with. I'll put that up now because I don't know if I'm going to use it again, but I'm going to put it over here just in case I decide I am. And then I need one more card that I want to do the back to. So I'm going to flip it inside again because I'm going to put a saying on the inside of all these too, you guys. So let me get this. And of course, it's still got paint on it. I say paint, it's chalk. It's chalk paste I turned into paint. All right, so that can go over there. All right, let me think. One more. Let me think. You know, a color I didn't grab, you guys, that I like to work with a lot of times is blue. Maybe we need to do a blue. Did I flip it around? I did flip it around. Maybe we need to grab a blue. The one color I didn't grab was a blue. Let me grab a blue. Get my couture. I just used that yesterday. I can find it. Where did it go? There it is. All right, let's do a blue. You know, you can make Valentine be whatever color you want it to be. Whatever color you want. Or do I want to do that other? Wait a minute. Let me think. I think I might do it in my, I think I'm going to do it in the orange. Because you guys know I did the retro thing, the retro project a couple weeks ago, and I did it in the orange. And I really like the way those two colors went together. So maybe I'll just do the orange. Let's do that. Let's do that. And I'm trying to think if there's any other way that I could show you how to apply it. We did a baby wipe. We did the paintbrush. I kind of like the baby wipe look best, y'all. I kind of like the baby, I don't want to reuse that. I kind of like the baby wipe look. Let me just pull that off to make sure I don't have any red on there. I don't need the whole piece. So do you make cards? Do you give cards? Hey, Donna, thanks for joining me. So my husband and I, we don't buy into all that. So I don't buy him a card. He doesn't buy me a card. You know, we just don't. It's really a marketing holiday. I mean, yeah, we need to focus on love, but it's a marketing holiday, you guys. It's a way for the big businesses to get you to come spend some more money because nobody's been spending money since Christmas, right? So we don't get into all that. Sometimes I'll get flowers and chocolates and sometimes I won't. We would rather do something together than do all that stuff. So I didn't buy him a card. He didn't buy me a card. Now, do I give my kids cards? Absolutely. Do I give my grandson cards? Absolutely. So they were already taken care of, but I'll be honest with you. I just bought them because I didn't have time. I wanted to make sure I bought the other things that I was sending them. You know, the big kids get gift cards and my little guy got some candy and a little bit of money. He just had a birthday, so it wasn't like there was a whole lot to get him, but just a little bit of money to put in his piggy bank. He's saving for something. So I like doing that and showing them, you know, because they're my forever Valentines. They're my forever Valentines, you guys. So hubby and I don't get into doing all that, but I always do it for my kids. Whether they have a romantic person in their life right now or not, I want them to know that just like our Father in heaven, they always have our love. So that's my you know, my goal. All right, so that's so pretty, isn't it? Okay. You make cards for food. I love to make handmade cards. I just have gotten out of practice. I have a stack of them over there, and I'll probably be starting to show some of those on my page, you guys, because when I want to make them. And then if you make them ahead of time, you can just go over and pull them out. I actually have a couple bins of labeled handmade cards of ones that I made in advance. And during the sea time, the bad sea time when everybody was locked down, my sister and I, my older sister lives up in Maryland, and I'm in North Carolina, and she and I would occasionally, I think we tried to do once a week. I'm not sure if we did, but we would try to like get on a FaceTime call and sit down in our craft room, and she'd work on something, I'd work on something. And a lot of times I would work on creating these handmade cards, because even during that time we couldn't get out and buy cards for the different birthdays. And of course I have tons of nieces and nephews. I have brothers and sisters, you know, and things like that. So, and of course my dad and my stepmom and things like that. So I was making cards more then, because I wanted to make sure people still knew I was thinking about them. I love them. Glad you're here. But we couldn't get out and buy them. So that was perfect time to be able to make cards. I think we take it for granted now, you know, that we can just run out to especially to the Dollar Tree and not spend a lot, right? Or Dollar General or Walmart has cheap ones. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, what am I doing? I used paste on there, and I'm going to put one of my transfers over top of it. So that's a sticker, right? It's basically got a sticky back. I don't want to pull up my chalk paste, so I'm going to protect my transfer basically by covering the area that I'm covering the paper, and I'm covering the area that I just put the paste down, so that it doesn't come back up off of the back of my, on my sticky part of my transfer. So that's what we're going to do to each one of these. And because this is chalk paste, it dries super fast. So I'm not even, you noticed I didn't even take the dryer to it, but I'm just going to coat each one of these. Now the inside's already coated with our special paper, so I'm not going to worry about that one. If I have extra on here, I'm going to do it. Let's see if this is dry. Let's see if it's dry. So I'm just using a microfiber cloth and some of my surface wax from my website. You just need some kind of wax. This one lasts really long, and it's very economical. But I like to use just a cloth when I've done this, in case it's not dry all the way, or a paper towel, so that I'm not getting it on my applicator. Got a big hunk right there I'm not crazy about, but so it's just kind of protecting the card. And you guys, here's another thing why you may want to consider making handmade cards. So my mom passed in 2019, and my sisters, several of my sisters and I, and one of my sister-in-laws for a while, or both of my sister-in-laws for a while. My one sister-in-law, I think, still does it. We would scrapbook all the time. And so we always gave my mom a scrapbook page every year for Christmas. We gave her, she had a big scrapbook album, and then we would each do a 2-page layout, kind of like for the year. Or we would do a couple pages. We would try to keep it to 2 pages and kind of do a summary of the year and put it in this album for my mom, so that she would always have it, because she was not a scrapbooker, but she would make handmade cards. And I have a sister who makes handmade cards, a sister-in-law and another sister that sometimes make them, but my one sister always makes handmade cards. So I still have every single one of those cards that they've sent to me, they've sent to my kids. I keep them. And like, especially from my mom, what a treasure now that she's not here, that I have handmade cards, of course, with her signature on it, but that she made, that she created. So you never know how that might be a little special, it's a gift in itself. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, that's just another reason you may want to consider making your own cards. All right, so last one, add some wax. And, you know, sometimes they're little works of art. You can even just take the card itself and put it in one of those little cheap little Dollar Tree frames, and just have that sitting around. Just bring you some joy. It's like little works of art. All right, so everything's waxed. Let's see, maybe I will just buff it just to be sure, because yesterday and the day before when I put wax on stuff, I ended up still pulling some of it up because I didn't buff it in enough. Technically, you're supposed to let the wax sit on there for like 20 minutes. It will tell you that on the back of the instructions of the wax container. So we may let that sit for a second, and we'll do the inside parts. Okay, so now I have, look at this, 3 completely different color screens. Now, would I suggest you do this for your kids' Valentine's? No. This is a lot of work, and you know, are kids gonna care? No. But I did do a fun project last year. We had a kit with cellophane bags and little toppers that were made out of the chalk made paper, and then a set of transfers that had little things that you could put on the top. And where's my envelope? My envelope's over there. It's in there. And I made treat bags for them. Super fun, super easy, but you could have done it for work. You could do it for girlfriends. You could do it for whoever you wanted to. Even if you just wanted to put a little something in the mailbox for your delivery people. You know, we do stuff for them sometimes at Christmas. Just fun ideas, right? Oh yeah, and thrift store, right? Thank you for saying that, Melanie. Exactly. Little finds at frames at local thrift stores. How many frames have I taken to thrift stores? Goodness sake. But you can go there and find really nice quality ones that you can upcycle. You could tweak it a little bit if you wanted to, or you can leave it like it is, but you might find a treasure there and put this special, you know, thing that you got in there. I haven't been thrifting since we moved here. It's been so long since I have thrifted. I miss it. I need to build in time in my schedule every week to just go explore a little bit and find some treasures because I love doing that. Okay, so let's see. I already have in mind for that one what's going on it. Okay, so now we're going to put some designs on it, but I'm going to go ahead and do the inside first, okay? Let's see. Let me see, because I have 4 different transfers here that I'm working with today. We're going to pull from different ones. Hi, Christy. Thanks for joining us. I'm working from 4 different ones today, okay? So what I'm thinking for the inside of this one, I'm going to use, I think, and then you can always write a little something on the inside of it too, but I know I'm going to use the Be Mine. I'm just trying to decide if I want to use this too. Okay, so that one goes with that one. And then that one's going to go on one of those. So I need something for the outside of this one. So this is a transfer that's actually my 50% off sale, and it's called Love Bug. I love it. I did earrings the other day out of this. But look at these fun little things on here, right? So if I was doing it as a romantic one, I might want to put this on there, right? Hi, Charlotte. Thanks for joining. I think I'm just going to do February 14th. I'm just going to do this on the front, okay? So I'm going to take this transfer off. I've already used these from last year. This actually went along with one of our accessory kits for our tier tray. So you can use these for lots of different things. It doesn't have to be just for that. All right, so we're just going to grab February 14th. And I am just going to fuzz them. I said I was going to do the inside first, didn't I? All right, I was thinking for the inside of this one, I wanted to do some hearts, just to add a little bit of character. So I need to fuzz that one, and then I'm also going to use Be Mine. So I'm going to pull all the ones that I want to use for this one. Oh, have I not cut that? Okay, I haven't cut that one. I didn't use that one last year. I've got XOXO. I could even put that on the bottom of every envelope. Oh, I might do that, y'all. I might do it. We'll see. I probably won't get all of these done, but I'll show you one completely, and then I'll do the outside of the other ones and then finish the inside of them later. But we could actually take an envelope. Let me grab one of the envelopes. I'm all over the place, y'all. When you start creating, you get other ideas. You get other ideas, and you're like, oh, I could do that too. So let me put that on there. So let's fuzz. So what is fuzzing? So these are self-adhesive reusable silk screen transfers. See through there? Sometimes we want them to, when they're brand new, we want them to not be quite as sticky. And when we're working with chalk suede paper, we don't want them to be as sticky. So I'm just taking a little bit of the stickiness away. So when I go to wash these and put them back, I let them air dry usually, and then I put them back on my backer sheet to store them. Their stickiness comes back. Now, of course, you know, they're never as sticky as what they are the first time you use them, but like this one, I haven't used it before, and that one, so they'll be super sticky. And if I go to put this on this paper, on this, you can do this. You're allowed to do this on envelopes as long as they can still read the address and you can put, you know, what you need on where. I could take each one of this. Just have a little section with some wax on it. Since it's a regular paper envelope, these envelopes are regular, but it comes in a pack, you guys. If you need help finding any of this stuff, please let me know. I'll be glad to help you. I can do a card link. But let's just take our XOXO and put it right down here in the corner. Whoops. Y'all, if you get a piece of fuzz in your silk screen or a hair, I don't know what, that's on the wrong side, then make sure you take it off because it will affect your image. All right, I'm just gonna put this right down here. Actually, I'm gonna do it in blue instead of red because everybody's gonna expect red, right? Let's not do it. Let's do it in something unexpected. So this is my Couture Teal. This is our signature color. I'm going to use this on the inside of the other one too. Just take it. and just smear it on. Isn't that cool? That's why it's our signature color. It just about disappears on our vinyl, right? So here you go. Look at this. I'll let that dry, and now this is ready to rock and roll. So I got my own little customized envelope. Now I always put my transfers, I spray with some water until I can get into the sink and wash them. You just wash them with cool water and a board eraser, which is in my shop as well. And then they're ready to be used the next time. So I hope you guys are getting some great ideas today, or at least just taking 5 and feeling the love. Y'all, I don't know. I tried to curl my hair because I'm trying to be dressed up a little bit tonight. I'm going to put a dress on, and I'm like, oh, let me get all ready beforehand as much as possible. And then I pulled it out of the way because I can't ever see. So I feel like it's all messy. All right, so I'm just going to put some hearts on the inside here, and that, you know what, sometimes I can line things up better upside down. What about you guys? I'm going to make sure I leave some room for writing so I can sign it or write it. Oh, goodness. So today would have been, my father-in-law's birthday was Valentine's Day. So we always celebrated with the family his birthday. And then my in-laws' anniversary was on the 18th of February. And it's my husband's birthday on the 18th of February. So we usually would get together with family as much as we could and celebrate all of those on Valentine's Day. So hubby and I, ever since we were teenagers, we never really celebrated Valentine's Day on our own. So it wasn't until my father-in-law passed and we weren't celebrating his birthday anymore on Valentine's Day that we could actually start making a plan. But we usually had kids, so we didn't want to just go off and leave them and stuff. So, you know, sometimes we would, but we usually tried to include them with us. But he passed in 2020 from, you know what, the big C. So this is the 4th. He was alive during his birthday. He turned 84 that year. And so this would have, I can't even believe that he would be almost 90. Wow. That blows my mind. Okay, so here we go. You guys see what I'm doing? Peel and reveal. I don't know why. He's been riled up today. He's barking out. Back earlier. Nobody's here. But he hears stuff that we don't. It's crazy. Oh, somebody must be out back. There we go. Okay, that's done. So we'll probably raise a glass to him and toast him in heaven. He's having a great birthday. Heavenly birthday. But look how cute that is. Okay, I'm going to move it aside, let that dry while we go into the outside of the next one. And I'm done with my teal. So I'm going to put that up. Or no, I'm not done with my teal, but I am going to close it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I think I'll be all right. We'll be all right. Y'all, I don't even know. We'll be all right. Okay, so let's go on to this fabulous color. This one is going to be funny. This one is going to be my funny one. Okay. This one is going to be, I could do one of two things. Actually, you know what? I need to, no, I want to wait. I want to wait until that dries. I have these other ones over here. This one is super funny. Meh, you'll do. I think we're going to do that one on, I didn't cut that yet either. Let me cut that. Part of me is like, oh, maybe I should put that on the red one. Maybe I will. I'll put that one on the red one. I'll put this meh. I'll put that on the red one. Let's do the February 14th on this color. Because I'm thinking of that one for my husband. What is it? One of my best friend's birthday. Wow. That's amazing. You've been friends since 1st grade. I can't believe that. Hey, Wendy. Thanks for hopping on. Okay. I'm going to save that one for the one I just did. Because I think I want to give that one to my husband. He'll appreciate that humor. So let's go ahead and do our February 14th. Okay? We'll go ahead and use our February 14th on the outside of this one. So I like that I can line this up any way I want to. And I'm actually going to do my February to the side, kind of like what they did. I'm just going to do February like this. And actually pull that over just a tiny bit. I can layer on top as long as I have my silkscreen area open. So like I said, I would not do traditional Valentine's, hand make them all, unless I really had a lot of time on my hands, which I don't. Most of us don't, right? Okay, we're going to do this. And then what color did I want to put on top of this one? Let's see. I need to do something that's going to show up. And I don't know that he would care about the bling. I did bring out some bling just in case. I'm thinking we could do orange on this. Why not? Or could we do the teal? Shall we try the teal on this color? Let's try it. I got it open. 3 minutes. No problem. No problem. That is so funny. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Transfer magic. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Okay. So we're just going to do it. We're going to do it in the teal. I think that'll show up. That'll be a cool color combination. I don't know if I had thought about it. I didn't think it all the way through. I knew which transfers I was using. I pulled out some colors that I wanted to use. Didn't exactly have I don't always have a 100% game plan in case you haven't figured that out yet. If you follow me at all, you know I don't. I kind of start with an idea and then I let it develop because that's what creativity is to me. It's just like, oh, what if we did this? And sometimes you don't see it until you start creating it. You know, you don't see it until you start creating it. So, ready? Peel it back. And the silk screens have the distressing already built in. Do you see the little dots? That's built into my silk screen. And that's what I love about these things. So we can do that and it's not a big deal to have to make. There we go. Spray those as well. Okay. Isn't that cool? What do you think, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you like that one. Tell me which one you like. Do you like it? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, I'm going to set that one over there. And we're going to move on to this one. And who remembers when I did the retro project with the love and the pink and the orange? Who remembers? Because that's what we're getting ready to do again. Although, I'm trying to decide whether I want to do... I think I'm going to do hot pink this time. I think I'm going to do... This is called Dream Car. I might do hot pink this time. Or I could... Well, that's more Eastery. I feel like that look... Do colors make you feel like different seasons? Like that makes me feel like Easter with the purple and the pale orange. I might not be using any bling on any of these, you guys. It's okay. It's okay if I don't. Okay, so we're going to do one more. I'm not going to do the retro version this time. I'm just going to do the basic one right here. Just this basic one. If I can get it off. And then I will have used all the designs on this transfer at one point or another. I love when that happens. I love when that happens. I love when that happens. Come on, Facebook, give me a heart. I'm not going to do it. I was trying. I gave you guys hearts at the beginning if you were here. Yes, it did look good with those colors, right? I don't know. I think I'm going to do hot pink this time because I haven't used my Dream Car in a while. I love it. Okay. So let me turn my card around, make sure I'm not doing it upside down. I need to look at it and then we'll turn it upside down and see if I have it kind of. So this is just kind of a fun way. You don't have to do the background like I did. You could just leave it all one color. You know, you could just leave it white and add your color and elements. I could add all kinds of elements. You guys saw all the stuff I had on there. So, right? So wait till you see what I'm going to do with this one. This one's going to be a little bit different than what you think I'm going to do. So we're going to do the basic love. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, is that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. This color's called Dream Car. This was a color of the month. So this month's color of the month is called Disco. It's a silver metallic, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this combination right here already. Woo, gorgeous. So I like that I can take my transfers and mix and match and create whatever design I want easily. I like that I can do that. I can look at them and I can say, ooh, what if I added that one to this? So you're going to see, I'm getting ready to add one to this in a minute. That's going to make it a little more fabulous. Okay, that's all it takes. See, it can go pretty fast when you're, I don't know if I'm going to use that color again. We'll see. Ready? When I'm actually got a plan or figure out a plan and actually use my transfers, that stuff comes together quickly usually. Look at this. Whoa. Fabulous, right? Fabulous, right? But wait, there'll be more. Hang on though, because I'm trying to let some of them dry on their own so I can move on to the next one, because our chalk paste usually only takes about 5 minutes or so to dry. So if I can do that and not have to use the dryer, then that's what we're doing. So this one's pretty much done. It just needs something on the inside. So I'll look at what I have here and see if I have something that I want to put on it, like any of these little sayings. February 14th, let's say we got sweetheart, I love you, or I could just do Happy Valentine's Day, or special delivery. I could do any of those. P.S. I love you, kissing booth, whatever, cutie pie, whatever. I could do that. I could even put that out on my, you know, I did this on the envelope. I could even put on the envelope, if I thought about it, cutie pie on the outside of the envelope to my little buddy, or something like that, right? Love bug to my daughter. I didn't even think about doing that. But this one is pretty much done except for that. So I will find something to add on the inside. This one we're going to do one more thing too in a few minutes after it dries. This one I want to put Feels about dry. Oh, I'm nervous to shut it. Let's just make sure. I'm gonna just real quick hit it with my little air dryer. So we're gonna do something on the outside and then something on the inside on this one. Okay, so I told you guys on this one, I wanted to put something funny for my husband. There you go. So I'm going to use this transfer. Let me fuzz it. Now the transfer itself is bigger than my card. Hey Rita, thanks for joining us. Is bigger than my card, but the words that are on here should fit. So you see the whole thing is bigger, but you see how I have my words? So I can put my words on here. Okay, can you guys see that? Isn't that cool? All right, so, oh my gosh, you guys, I hope you can't hear that. My husband's out in the other room. Okay, let's see. And I can hear everything going on out there, so I hope you guys can't. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to put it in the blue again. I feel like I'm just staying with the blue on this one. I think we are. We're just going to stay with the blue because it's easier and I don't have to think about it. But, you know, maybe you have somebody that would appreciate this kind of humor. You guys, I hope that you'll check me out tomorrow. I am going to be working in the craft room, but I am going to do a couple reels and post because I am starting my treasure hunt. And, you know, I do like to do decorating ideas with you guys. And my goal is to do some different things to the house. You know, I'm not done unpacking yet, and that's what I'm working on tomorrow. But I have some plans for some things around the house that I'm going to change out. And stay tuned tomorrow because I drove 45 minutes one way to go get some treasures for the house that I'm going to plan on using. So I'm starting to collect some of my treasures. I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm starting to collect some treasures. So I want you guys to check in on that because I like to do the decorate with me kind of thing. So I am going to post something about that tomorrow, and I hope you'll come and check it out because they are gorgeous. But I'm still on the hunt. But I'd like to bring you guys along. If you joined me back in October when I started, or September when we picked out the house, and then October when we settled on it and then started doing some changes to it, I still got more. Okay, guys, I only have 2 minutes left, so I need to hurry up and finish. Look, is that not fun? Right? Now, I may leave the inside. Oh, no, I want to put something on the inside. I told you guys I was going to do that. Okay, I probably won't have time to do that since I messed around with our balloons, but it was worth it. They were fun, and you might want to go get you some. It's fine. It'll be worth it. This one, let's finish this one, and then you can hop over and see Jeannie from Clifton's Crafty Casa. Okay, so I am going to use some of my red. This is Shimmer Crimson. I'm digging the bottom of the barrel there. Shimmer Crimson, and we are going to put our word, Be Mine. Now, I did not put wax over this, so I need to kind of hope that I'm doing okay so I don't pull off any of the word. I'm going to put the word Be Mine over top of the hearts that are here. I'll put it on an angle because I like things on angles, kind of across the hearts. And we're just going to use some Shimmer Crimson. I had to spray some water on it because it was drying out. So you can reconstitute your paste. I hope you guys have enjoyed this project today. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me come into your world and share some of my creative ideas with you. I hope you'll come back and join me again when I'm in Take 5 on Friday at noon. But also, if you'll stay tuned and refresh the page in Take 5 and see Jeannie with Clifton's Crafty Casa. If I can get some of this paste out, I'll be done. And if you've missed any of the other gals that were on earlier, you can go back and check out the replays if you're in the Take 5 group. We'd all love it if you give us a like and follow.